Success attracts enemies. If you are not hated enough, if people don't normally talk about you, you are not on the right path, you are not doing the right things. I fully understand that there are people who live their life privately so, but as much as you are living in the very same earth that we're living in, you are going to be hated for just keeping quiet, for just living a life privately so, because that's how people are. That's how we are wired as human beings. There are people who love the most, there are people who hate the most, and normally the people who hate the most are people who don't have what they normally have, are people who feel like they fail to become what you normally became. There are people who feel like you don't normally deserve what you normally have, because they feel like they are the ones who deserve what they normally have. It all comes down to having to understand that that's how people are wired. People are supposed to be jealous, and there needs to be a balance. The life that we're living in is supposed to balance. There needs to be negative and positive, black or white, yin or yang. And if you're only experiencing the positives, there is something wrong about what you're doing. If you're doing it right, people are supposed to hate you, and that doesn't simply mean that you are a bad person or even mean that you're doing the wrong things. It simply means that there is a progress, because progress attracts jealousy, success attracts enemies. People start to hate you for no reasons. People start talking about you for no reasons, because whenever they talk about themselves, no one listens. But if they talk about you, everyone has their attention. They get people's attention by talking about you. And you should be happy that you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. Whenever people talk about you, whenever people hate you, simply means that you're on the right path. Just a few weeks ago, not just even few weeks ago, just few days ago, I made a post on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and I was talking about inheritance goes a long way. It's not even about money anymore. It's about your reputation, your image, your name. Whenever your name is being talked about, even spoke about, mentioned in certain rooms, it shifts the energy in the room in a positive way, by the way. So I highly believe that everyone has to build a legacy that attracts opportunities, that is full of opportunities. And with how I was explaining my understanding when it comes to inheritance, one old friend which I had back in varsity, when I was still in varsity during my first year, and they shared that post. They were like, I know this is not you. I'm quoting is what he normally said on my post. This is not you. I know you. I know you're scared of girls. I know that this English is not coming from you, because I know where we're coming from. And when I just view what he just shared about me, I was like, no, what? I'm not even going to respond to these things. I'm just happy that at least there is progress, because some people are seeing what they lack in themselves in me, and I should be proud that I've done such a thing that feels impossible to them. If it's impossible to them, it's not impossible for me, because I've done it, and I know what it takes, or even what it took for me to actually have that kind of understanding that they don't have. Mostly people who normally hate you are people who lack what you have. They wish it's them having to be in your position, and you should understand that that's how people are wired. They are supposed to be jealous. That's what I was telling myself, that you know what, I'm happy that I'm making progress in such a way that people don't even believe in what I've done and what I'm still going to do. And it just makes me happy that at least I've done something that feels impossible. At least I've done something that is far-fetched from where we're coming from. Because in black communities, we believe that greatness can be only be achieved by people far from us. People who have some sort of privilege in terms of money, having to have resources or even connections. but we don't normally believe that it's possible to come from nothing and be something, to be nobody and to becoming someone, to becoming somebody. We highly believe that it's impossible, and I want to change that scenario to say no matter our circumstances, we can change our trajectories of our lives. We can change where we are coming from. We cannot change the fact that we are coming from unprivileged background, but we can change the fact that our kids will come from privileged background. Will dictate what people will judge about us, whether good or bad. But if I've done something that I'm actually proud of, I don't even care about what the next person is saying or what the next person is thinking of. Because if it makes me happy, what's the point of making the other person happy? If I'm proud of what I did, what's the point of even trying to prove myself that I am the one who did 1, 2, 3? Because I've written so many books that I haven't published yet, but I've already published 4 books, and it's something that seems to be far-fetched for most people. They feel like it's impossible. How at such a young age were you able to write 4 books? Where is this knowledge coming from? Where is this information coming from? And they forget that it is experiences that comes with having to be me. Because what I had to go through, the next person might have fumbled. The next person might have quit along the way. But I'm the one who actually had to go through what I went through to turn the tale to say, yes, it's possible to come from this kind of a situation where it seems to be hard to make it and be someone very important by the way. Someone who has like potential, and we need to change that whole scenario in our communities, in our families, wherever we live. We need to change the whole story about where we are coming from. Yes, I understand that wherever you are coming from, there is lack of resources, there's lack of connections, there is lack of opportunities. But we are the ones who are supposed to say, let's change the whole story. Let's create these opportunities. Let us make these connections. Let us make this positive change that not only will it impact our lives positively so, but also impact the lives of those who depend on us, the lives of those who look up to us, because we are a mirror of what's possible. We are a mirror in their lives. We are an example of what can possibly do if someone embarks on a journey of having to improve their lives. We are a reflection of black excellence. We are a reflection and also the representatives of where we are coming from. At least there is a reference of what it means to become successful in our communities, because they saw it possible through people like me. And we need to change that whole scenario to say, let's pause jealousy. Let us clap for the next person, because if this person was able to do certain things, this means I can also do it too. It's possible. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of doings, because how we do things actually dictates the results. And if you're not happy about the results, it's about a time to change the whole scenario to say, yes, I am a failure. Yes, I've done certain things the wrong way. Now it's about to learn. It's about time where I need to learn. It's about time where I need to change. And change comes from having to have a student mentality, to say that I don't know anything, now I want to learn. For that person who commented on my post, they could have said instead, how did you do it? Instead of, you are not capable. Let's change the whole scenario. Instead of hating the next person, you should be learning from them. And that's what I'm doing each and every day of my life. I'm seeing people who do great things, and I learn from them. I take my time. Sometimes even goes a long way where I need to even pay that person to actually teach me what they know. And if you're not actually ready to learn, you're not ready to evolve. If you're not learning, if you're not improving, you're dying. Change your ways. Act accordingly. So guys, I'm not sure if you did happen to find value in what I've shared with you in today's video, but if you did, please let me know in the comment section on what value have you picked out in this video. Also guys, for more life-changing information, there is an upcoming book titled To the Leader in You by Duncan Mnisi, which is coming up this June, on the 30th of June. So to be part of this exciting journey, click the very first link in the description. On that note, if you are new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press the notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one to be notified. On that note, I'll see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnisi. I'll see you guys on the next one. Do not forget to subscribe.